All right, we're going to get going in just a minute. If everybody could take their seats, that would be great. I'm over here. You're over here.
There's water like this.
Huh? I know.
I'm so sad about it.
Yeah, that's your chair. Here, I'm going to ask everybody to move up to the front.
Okay.
Hey, Aquinas folks, you know what would be great is if you could move up to the front, fill in the front chairs. That would be fantastic, if as much as you're comfortable.
Good morning. Good morning. I am Don Burns, Chair of the Aquinas College Board of Trustees, and it's my pleasure to be here this morning to participate in the announcement of our 8th President of Aquinas College. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to express a nice warm welcome to all of you here in Weggy and to all of you who are connecting with us via the internet live stream. Today marks the end of a very successful, exciting process. Lots of people involved that worked very hard. And once again, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to really thank the people who served on that search committee because they put in a lot of time. They worked very hard to bring forward some great candidates to the Board of Trustees. And just so you'll know who all the players are here, because we don't have numbers and we don't have our names on our backs, I'm going to begin by introducing the people here. All the people on the platform, with the exception of President Dr. Juan Olivares, were all part of the search committee. And they represent the various parts of the Aquinas community. We have on the stage President-elect, we don't have on the stage, yes, we do. Right over here, yes. Can you imagine, he's the one I didn't see? President-elect Kevin Quinn. All of the remaining ones here are people who served on the search committee. Sister Maureen Geary is a member of the Board of Trustees and the Prioress of the Dominican Sisters of Grand Rapids. The Secretary of the Faculty Assembly, Dr. Elizabeth Jensen. Representing the students, a member of the search committee, Kasha Senar. Chair of the Staff Assembly, Mr. Tim Ramsey. President of the Alumni Association, Mr. Brian Mick. And now for the event that we've all been awaiting for some time. Sister Maureen Geary, will you please introduce our president-elect?
Thank you, Don, and good morning. It's a great day to be a saint. I'm honored to be here this morning to help welcome and introduce Kevin Quinn and his wife Terry, who's also with us. Aquinas College is a special place. We Dominican Sisters of Grand Rapids founded Aquinas College more than 130 years ago, and we have invested it with our hopes and our dreams and our spirit. Our pledge is that Aquinas College will continue to form women and men in our values of study, prayer, community, and service. And thus formed, our graduates go out into the world, both local and global, to help foster life for all people and for our world. So one might expect that the selection of a new president for Aquinas College is vitally important to us. In Dr. Kevin Quinn, we have a very worthy successor to the previous 7 leaders of Aquinas College. Dr. Quinn comes to us formed by the Jesuit and Norbertine charisms, religious charisms, in his previous educational endeavors, including 16 years of Catholic education as a student. He's very well formed. And more than 2 decades working in a Catholic college. In his letter of application, Dr. Quinn wrote, "Having lived the transformational power that an institution such as Aquinas College can offer, I enthusiastically seek the opportunity to inspire your community toward a great new chapter in the institution's history." Dr. Quinn has expressed the resonance he already feels with our Dominican charism and his eagerness to lead an institution of higher education in the Dominican tradition. One of his statements in his general session right here in Weggy with the college community continues to resonate with me. He said, "We must keep the promise our heritage provides." In this simple phrase, I hear respect for the value of the Catholic and Dominican traditions of Aquinas College, an acknowledgement of the particular spirit infused by the Grand Rapids Dominicans, the belief that our heritage continues to be needed in this world, and a commitment to the prominence of this heritage in the future of Aquinas College. Dr. Quinn's perception and commitment and his talents make him the right choice to lead Aquinas College into the future. Dr. Quinn's background also demonstrates that he is well suited for this role. With our commitment to the Catholic intellectual tradition of St. Thomas Aquinas, our focus on sustainability and the principles of economicology, and our conviction that formation in both the liberal arts and career preparation will allow our graduates to flourish in their roles of service and leadership, Dr. Quinn's scholarly background in science, business, and economics will serve the college and the students, staff, and faculty very well. In his visit to campus last month, Dr. Quinn noted that inspiring organizations have their own deep story, and that he and his wife Terry are eager to tell the Aquinas College story and to help write its next chapter. So it is with gratitude and great confidence that I introduce to you Dr. Kevin Quinn, President-elect of Aquinas College. Dr. Quinn.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. I was telling Sister just before I got up here that I've spent most of my life as a sinner, but today I'm a saint.
Thank you to the entire Aquinas College community for the opportunity to serve as your 8th president. It is truly the honor of my lifetime to be here today. Thanks to Sister Maureen for kind remarks. And I'd like to thank all of you who are here today, either virtually. I think there's some folks back in Wisconsin who are watching this, and all of you who came here in person. Before I get started on my remarks, I want to thank some other folks here. First of all, the Board of Trustees for all that they've done, and the Presidential Search Committee, many of whom are here today, for the wonderful experience all the way through from my wife Terry and me, and particularly to Don Burns as the chair of the board. I would like to recognize the absolutely stellar work of the committee co-chairs, Matt Way and Marcy Hillary, and especially perhaps to Lori Orlowski, who made everything work perfectly for the search. It came off without a hitch, and I'm looking forward to working with her closely. And finally, and certainly not least, President and Mary Olivares for their very gracious hospitality. As you know, and we have discovered, they are not only wonderful people, but they're fantastic ambassadors for Aquinas College and its values. Well, we are all here today because of the very special place that Aquinas College is, its great heritage and its worthy mission. And all of you know, and we've come to understand, Terry and I, is that those who become part of the Aquinas College community as students are extraordinarily prepared for a good life, both personally and professionally. And the thing that drew us here was, as Sister said, the unique tripartite mission of Aquinas College that combines the Dominican Catholic values, the liberal arts experience, and career readiness. That is a winner, and I think it's more of a winner now, excuse me, than perhaps than it's ever been in the past, and we are very eager to be a part of that. In particular, I'm looking forward, Terry's looking forward, to furthering the next chapter in the college's partnership with a great community. 130 years of fulfilling an essential role in Grand Rapids and West Michigan. Aquinas has very long depended on not only the support of the sisters of Grand Rapids, but also the generous support of this great region. But it's also true that this region needs what Aquinas brings as well. Ethical teachers, healthcare professionals, business people, attorneys, every other walk of life that walks through the doors here. Those people are infused with the values that make a community thrive. And as I say, maybe now more than ever, here we are. The pace of change is rapid. There's uncertainty about what the world will look like in the 21st century. And yet, our work is to prepare our students to be successful in every way, great citizens for the next 60 years. That's an awesome task. But I can't think of any better way to create a situation where people have rewarding life journeys, they're ethical citizens, that they're good family people, than what we have right here. There's no better basis for this than the timeless Dominican values and the liberal arts. You know, the liberal arts have come under some fire in recent years. They say it's old-fashioned, it's not relevant anymore. You hear all the jokes about liberal arts majors, and I just really reject that. If we go back to what the liberal arts means, it's the necessary skills to live life as a free person. And while it's not, rhetoric and logic and arithmetic that make that anymore, we have other subjects that we need to study, it's still supremely relevant. A place like Aquinas College must be graduating people who know how to live life in a free society and eventually become leaders in that free society. And the other part of that is the Dominican values, the pillars of study, community, service, and prayer. That's not just about the college experience, but it's about teaching people about how to have a rewarding way of life. And one of the things that I have come to understand in my graying years, shall we say, is that the key to happiness is knowing and being part of a community. That understanding that you're part of something bigger than yourself, that's truly, truly the key to happiness. It's key to a good life and a key to a successful region. I look forward to deepening that relationship, that partnership between the college and the community, and assuring that Aquinas College is an ever more essential part of what makes Grand Rapids and West Michigan the special place that it is. I'd like to say a couple words about how we got here. As Sister indicated, I've spent most of my adult life in higher education, And I've already fallen in love with the Dominican sisters. I very much mean that. And I'm looking forward to getting to know them better. My mom was very friendly when I was growing up with the sisters who taught me. And that wasn't always in my best interest, I'll be honest with you. And I think I still owe some of them detention. But I do value that relationship and look forward to deepening that. But over the years, all the time I've spent in Catholic education, I've come to appreciate the criticality of a broad and values-based, values-infused curriculum. And not only that, but the transformational power of an environment like Aquinas has. You know, young people come in, like Tasha here, who's on the search committee. Sorry, I don't mean to embarrass you, but they come here and they have bright eyes. They're really, really smart people. And they have an experience that probably you can only have between 18 and 22 years old. And they come out and they're people that we can be proud of. Not just academically, although that's very important, but because of the kind of people that they are. That is the transformational power of a place like Aquinas College. It simply seeps from the walls. My wife Terry and I are just incredibly blessed to become part of this community. A couple of words about Terry, and you'll see why she's so excited about this, is that she is a history major. She's in love with architecture, and she has spent a career as a successful business person. And we couldn't have found a better place than Aquinas College. First of all, there's the fabulous campus here. And those of you that are watching on the net, please, please come for a visit. You'll find that this is just a glorious place to be. And it's in one of the many historic neighborhoods here in Grand Rapids, which also has a booming business community. What better place for somebody who loves history, architecture, and is a business person? But more importantly, Terry and I are both looking forward to the work that is to be done at Aquinas. We are very excited to build on the strengths brought by the successful and tireless efforts of President Olivares. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm indeed fortunate and humbled to be his successor, and I'm very, very grateful to him for agreeing to continue to serve the college to help complete the already successful campaign. Thank you. Terry and I plan to be very active in both the college and the regional community, and to do what we can to make our contributions to West Michigan and Grand Rapids. A couple of things I can promise you. We're going to dedicate ourselves to making sure that the Aquinas College story continues to be an important part of the culture, history, and heritage of West Michigan. We are going to personally model the values of the Dominican sisters in everything we do. And I'm sure some days are going to be better than others, but we're going to try our very best to do that. Everybody associated with higher education knows of the demographic and financial challenges facing small colleges. In fact, I'm guessing that there has never been a president-elect who's introduced the public talking about how great things are for small colleges. I just don't think that's ever been the case. But I can tell you this, that I'm going to do everything in my power to make the Aquinas experience, that wonderful experience, affordable, accessible, relevant, and in every way reflective of the college's values and of the sisters' values. I'm not going to be alone in this work. In fact, I'm probably not even going to be the most important person. Aquinas College is blessed with a supremely dedicated faculty and staff. Terry and I have had the opportunity to meet with and talk to many, and those that we haven't yet, we're looking forward to meeting and talking to, and also deeply generous donors and friends. The caring in this college community for all of our students, undergraduates, adult learners, and graduate students, it's awesome. Awesome is an overused word, but it's awesome. My job is to make sure that all of these folks have what they need to do the jobs that they want to do on behalf of those students, and that the programs and the opportunities available here at Aquinas are the right ones for the college, for the region, and for the 21st century. So as I wrap it up here, I can promise you this. You're going to be seeing a lot of me and Terry in the coming months as I work to learn, and she works to learn as much as we possibly can about this great college and this wonderful region. I believe in the power of community. I believe in the power of personal relationships, and all of you can count on me to give all of myself to the work to be done. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you.
Well, I had thought and I had hoped that Kevin would be a great president here, and now I know he will be, because in the great Catholic tradition, he began his remarks by going to confession. How appropriate. Again, welcome Kevin, welcome Terry, and this is the end of our formal program. Members of the media that would like to interview with Kevin, please contact Mr. Carl Apple. And with that, our program is concluded.
With the promise of dinner. Oh, yeah, there's dinner tonight. Yeah, I wouldn't be. For sure.
Thanks for being here.
Very welcome.
Important. Yes. Yes. Yep.